Hello, everyone. I didn't have my thing put on, but anyway, welcome to Hidden Riches. I'm Shirley Robinson. I'm hoping you had a wonderful week. I am going to put my comments on. Hey, Betty. Hi, Shirley. Watching from uh, Riverview, New Brunswick. Hey, guess what? I am going to do something. I hope you can see it. Do you see my t-shirt? I see no fault in you. Guess what? God sees no fault in you. Isn't that awesome? So so whenever you look at this t-shirt, think of God. Think that I don't see no fault in you. God doesn't see no fault in you. So before we go to what I want to talk about tonight is blessing. Okay, let's go. Let me see what I can do here. We've got a few announcements, so you just bear with me for a bit, and everything is going to be okay. Oh, here we go. I really want to encourage you, if you haven't signed up for Charlie's course, please do so, because even though it's the third one, it's still okay because you will have all the other ones that you've missed. So please sign up for Charlie's course. And even though you might think, oh, I know about the spiritual senses, you don't be so sure. You might learn something in this course. Now, the next one is this one. Oh, we are having a conference, Revival Canada conference in Mission, BC. Preparing for the 2025 overflow. How to prepare to move in the things of the Spirit in this next season. Hey, you know what? You won't believe it. I've got here for tonight. What's holding you back? This is going to be great tonight. And our conference is where are we here? Oh yeah, November the 29th. That's a Friday night. And Saturday all day, the 30th, at the Best Western Plus Mission City Lodge, Mission, BC. Free registration online. Register online. You got to register for this online. Must register at goldenlions.ca. And guess what? Saturday morning will be in this conference will be Women of Revival. It's going to be awesome. You don't want to miss this conference. And Sammy, they have Sammy there, but I call him Samuel. Samuel Robinson, Charlie Robinson, and Shirley Robinson. You don't want to miss this conference. Mark it down on your calendar and come expecting that God is going to give you nuggets to the overflow for 2025. It's going to be awesome. You don't want to miss it. Okay. I want to talk about tonight. Oh, I'm so excited about what I want to talk about tonight. Is what's holding you back? Let's pause there for a minute. Let's not go too fast. What is holding you back? Let's say God has given you a vision, or God has told you to do something. God has told you maybe to go to your neighbors and witness to them, and or make cookies for somebody or whatever. And something is holding you back. What is holding you back from doing what God has called you to do? I gotta put my comments on. I forgot. Man. Okay. Okay, so what is holding you back? I have one idea, but if you can think of other ideas, please mark them down on a piece of paper and say, Lord, I want to overcome these areas. Is it insecurity that is keeping you from going forward? You'd be surprised how many people are afraid for new things and new things, to do new things for the Lord. The Lord might say, I want you to write a book, but they're afraid. Or I want you to go on a mission trip. I'm afraid. What are you insecure? Okay. Insecurity is a very It'll hold you back. It is insecurity that is keeping you from going forward. I want to do Philippians 4:13. Most of us know it. We can even say it by heart. In the New King James Version, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Now, let's pause here for a minute. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That means that we are not doing it alone. We, Jesus, by the Holy Spirit, is helping us to do what He has called us to do. And you know what else that I found very, very interesting? He gives you strength to do it. He gives you strength to do it. Isn't that something? I thought that was so unique. But I want to read it out of the new NIV. Okay, Philippians 4:13. Now listen very carefully. For I can do everything. A little bit? No, he says everything through Christ who gives me strength. He'll give you the strength. He'll give you wisdom. He'll give you knowledge. He'll give you steps on how to do it. Do you realize that when God gives you a vision, you might get the whole picture, but you never get how to do it all at once? He gives you step by step. So those steps, you got to take them by faith. And then when you take them by faith, you get to the next step and the next step and the next step. And the next thing you know, you have accomplished the vision that you have accomplished. And this is for somebody tonight. When you have accomplished one vision that God has given you, or in other words, one goal, it's a lot easier to do the next goal. You know how I know that? Because I can look back and see how God took me through the last goal that I had. So I really want to encourage you tonight. Don't don't hold back. Go for it. Whatever God has told you to do, go for it. Hey, we're coming to the end of the year, and so you want to position yourself to receive the overflow. You want to position yourself to receive the overflow. I've already positioned myself all this year to receive the overflow. So when the overflow comes to me, it won't be a surprise because I'm already expecting it. I'm already positioned myself to receive it. So it will not be a surprise to me, but it will be interesting to see where God brings the overflow from. And listen, God always has to use people. Just like the enemy uses people, God uses people. He needs human being to do his work for him. And so does the enemy. So don't think it's only one side. The enemy's right there to use you or to use your friends or whatever, whoever, to accomplish what he wants to accomplish. But we're staying on the God side. I want to stay on the God side all the time. And so, and I don't fear, even though lots of times it's new stuff that I'm coming into. But what I do, I put my trust in God. I say, God, you've taken me through this area before, and now I'm stable in that area. And so the new area that you're bringing me into, I will be stable in that. I will take it step by step by step by step. Don't be in a hurry. God's not in a hurry either. You might say, "Oh my goodness, why am I not seeing breakthroughs yet?" I don't know. God knows. But everything he does in his time. So don't get excited. Enjoy the Lord. That is one thing I noticed that the enemy wants to do. He wants to take your peace away. And you have to say no to him. I'm going to delight myself in the Lord. And so you got to do it. Otherwise, you won't accomplish what God has sent you here to on earth to do. Okay. Okay. Remember who is doing the work. It's God through the Holy Spirit and through you. So you are never, 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 never alone in going forward. It's good that people encourage you, but the bottom line, you will have to go through it no matter what comes against you. Now, I want to stop here for a minute. It's just like when you're leading a person to Christ, it's you can't make that decision for them. You can't make that decision. They have to personally make that decision. Do you know that for you to be on the right track, keep on the right track, you have to make that decision. You can have 50 encouraging words, but at the end of the day, it's going to be have to be you, whoever's listening to me tonight, you will have to make that decision and say, I'm going to go through it. I'm going through it. I don't care what comes against me. Nobody can help me in this area, but the Holy Spirit can help me, and I will go through it. And so you got to remember that you're never alone. God is always with you. He'll never leave you alone. He's brought you this far. He will carry you, and until you get stable enough, and then there will be another challenger will come along the way, and you can look back and see how God has kept you and how He's brought you to where you are today. Oh my goodness, my goodness! I should write a book on this. Going forward, it's good that people encourage you, but the bottom line, you will have to go through it. No matter what comes against you, God will be there. He will walk you through whatever is keeping you back. But you got to work with Him. You got to work with Him. You might be trembling in your boots, and you might be saying, "Oh, I don't know if I can do this." Yes, remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. He doesn't just bring you through it. He at On the way, He strengthens you. I think that's so awesome. He strengthens you. So you've got to believe that God is for you. Remember, uh, through whatever is keeping you back. Remember, you are awesome and unique in God's eyes. You are never, 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 never alone. I cannot say that enough. You are never alone. And I really want to encourage you to this week. Whatever is holding you back from going forward, ask the Lord for a blueprint and how to do it. And I'm telling you, He will do it for you. He will do it for you. He will help you because He wants you to be very, very successful. But you can't be successful if you're holding back and you're full of fear, full of insecurity. You will not be able to go to the next level. Hey, listen, I'm all about the next level. I never, never, never want to stay the same. I want to progress. Uh, Next year, I want to look back and see where I came from. Okay. So that's what should be your goal, is that you never, never, never want to stay the same. And as a born again Christian, you shouldn't want to stay the same because God is such a good God. He's such a variety of God. He has so much for us. And all we have to do is believe that He can take us to the levels that we want to go to. And so if you might be disappointed in something that, you know, I tried it, but I didn't succeed. Try again. Don't give up. Don't be a wimp. Come on, put your feet to the plow and say, no, I'm not giving up. I am going to be very, very, very successful. So I want to encourage you this week, whatever is holding you back, please, 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 please you don't want to miss out on what God has for you. Okay, let me see who's commenting here. Okay, Betty is watching from River, New Brunswick. Patricia, blessing Shirley. Oh, cool. I love it. So good, Shirley. Yes, wrote a book about this. Oh, write a book about this. It should be. Right. Yep. Betty is so good. Thank you, Shirley, for sharing. And Patricia. Oh, awesome. Hey, listen, you guys. It took me a long time to get to do what I'm doing today, but it gets a lot easier. It gets easier and easier and easier. But the main thing is to put your head like flint and don't look back. No matter how many times you don't succeed, you will succeed. Eventually, you will succeed. It's like a baby when he first starts to walk or she first starts to walk. It never stands up on its feet and just starts to walk and stable. They gotta balance themselves. Their legs gotta become stronger, and that's what it is with the Christian walk, and especially with the levels you want to go to. Anyway, oh, it's running. We are running here. I just want to bring this up again. If you haven't registered for Charlie's spiritual census, please do so. It's never too late. It's actually Wednesday night. It's on Wednesday night. It's at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you will get all the teaching that you've missed. Okay, let's go on to the next one that I want to do. And we have a conference. Mark it down. You don't want to miss it, and you do not want to miss this conference because it's going to prepare you for the overflow of 2025. I'm not 100% sure if we are live streaming it, so I'm not going to say that we are live streaming it if I'm not sure. Okay, but I'll let you know if we are or not. Now I want you to listen to this message for 1 second.
Thank you for joining us on Hidden Riches with Shirley Robinson. To donate to Hidden Riches, go to restoringhopetocities.com. There you'll find information on donating and becoming a partner of Restoring Hope to Cities. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast and hope to see you next Monday.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so we're always looking for partners, always looking for people that will help us because we're working on different things like third stage homes and all this kind of stuff. And so we need partners to be able, oh, and also youth conferences and youth banquets. So if you want to become a partner with Restoring Hope, please do so. Go to restoringhopetocities.com and go to partners and then just fill it out. And then we have a lovely lady. Her name is Patricia. She'll be able to help you if you need help with anything. Don't be shy. Phone her up and she would be willing to help you at any time. Okay, I am going to say bye for now. Until next week, you have yourself a wonderful week. And remember, what is holding you back, you wanna get rid of it. Okay? So bye for now and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you for joining me here on Hidden Riches. Bye for now.